Hey Rodan, be careful with that lighting now. Chanzella says this is a big comeback review, so this needs to be just right.
Okay, Godzilla. I think everything's ready for the new guy.
Alright, that's good to hear. Thank you, Jet. Say, where is the new guy anyways?
This is him, right?
Hi, I'm confused. I thought I already had a figure of you.
Jet. This is not the new guy.
Are you sure 64 this looks like? This really looks like him.
I'm telling you, this is not the new guy. This is Godzilla the right. He's been with us for it's been 6 months at this point.
Oh shit. Then where's the new guy? I think I'm in the wrong studio. Oh, we're rolling? Okay.
And next up for the weather on Monster Island. How's it, Godzilla fans, kaiju fans, collectors, and just general people of YouTube? This is Chanzilla1964 coming back to you with another figure review. This time we will be reviewing the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 1991 figure. Per the tag, which, right off the bat, the tag looks awesome with a beautiful picture of Godzilla 1991. The inside of the tag just has all of this info in here, and the back looks really nice with the silhouette of his dorsal plates, and that's pretty much it. Now, with this figure, I wouldn't exactly call it the 1991 Godzilla, because I've heard a lot of people say this, it doesn't look like the 1991 Godzilla. This isn't a good representation. Even though I noticed what Bandai's done with the Godzillas from the Heisei series, at least in the past, is they would kind of mash it into one figure. So I think that's possibly what was done here. It's a mixture of 1991, 1989. But with that being said, I don't care which Godzilla from the Heisei series it is, because it is a nice representation, and it is one of the best representations we have of a Heisei Godzilla figure. Starting off with the detail, I want to start off with the face here, because right off the bat, the face looks beautiful. The eyes might be a bit too big for my taste, but I still like them. It looks a lot better than the past figure that we got of the Heisei series, Godzilla's eyes. And his ear, we have his little ear here. And then going down the body, we have all of the different scales that are very nicely done. And the tail. Have I mentioned the tail? No, I haven't, but the tail on this guy looks really good too. It doesn't look like that stumpy one, even though the stumpy one that we have from the old figure, which I will have to do a comparison video, is so iconic for a Heisei Godzilla figure, in my opinion at least. But coming back to the detail on the chest, the hexagonal skin, I guess you can call it, or texturing on his chest and his stomach over here looks really nice as well. You even got detail on the inside of Godzilla's hands. And pretty nice detail on the bottom of his tail, even though the bottom of his tail, the detail might be very minimal, but it's also very reminiscent of the Godzilla 1971 figure. And the finish off detail, the detail on the dorsal plates look very nice. Oh, before I miss something, the inside of the mouth over here, and if we look close to the mouth, Godzilla even has a very nicely detailed and sculpted in tongue in his mouth. Not to mention the teeth are very nicely sculpted. Now on to paint for this Godzilla. I have absolutely no complaints for paint on this guy, and one of the biggest reasons being because Bandai painted from the top of his head all the way to the tip of his tail this time. So, and the fingernails are nicely painted, the toes are very nicely painted. Not to mention, the eye and the inside of the mouth and the teeth are also very nicely painted. No sloppy paint whatsoever. which is very, very, very hugely appreciated, Bandai. Yeah, just keep it coming and keep it up. I cannot wait for the next upcoming figures, especially the Bandai Movie Monster Series new Hedorah mold, which I'm very excited for. Moving on to articulation for this guy. This guy has 4 points of articulation with 1 gluteal. His arms move, his 2 legs move. They kind of scrape against the arms though somewhat. And then he has gluteal on his tail right here. Moving on to size comparison, here is Godzilla with 3 of his foes from the Heisei area. Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, and Space Godzilla. And I mean, looking at them all together, they all size up pretty nicely. With maybe the exception of King Ghidorah, even though King Ghidorah for Bandai is usually always an exception because lately they have been scaling kind of small, on the smaller side for the King Ghidorahs. But he looks really good with the other 2 figures side by side. Okay, with that being said, overall, this figure is, I know I've said this in the past, but this is one of Bandai's best figures lately, in my opinion at least, when it comes in the paint department, the detail department, and sizing department. This Godzilla tops a lot of 2021, the 2021 line, even though I honestly have a soft spot for the Godzilla Singular Point Godzilla Ultima figure and the Godzilla Singular Point Anguirus figure. Even though, speaking of Godzilla Singular Point, apparently we are to be expecting, per awesomecollector.com, we are to be expecting a Salunga and a Jet Jaguar B figure, or Jet Jaguar Beta. So, more news to come with that, hopefully. And it'd be awesome to get a Salunga figure, so hopefully that's true. But with this figure, I know I don't really have a grading scale, but this figure for sure gets 2 thumbs up for me. Anyways, that'll do it for today's video. If you liked the video today, don't be afraid to hit that like button down below. And if you like what you see on the channel, do be sure to subscribe. Also, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below if you want to. But yeah, until next time, this has been Chanzilla1964 saying, peace, peace.